There's a powerful truth in life that many people ignore. Your dreams are not too big, that the effort you're willing to give is often too small. Every great success story begins with a dream, but not just any dream, a bold, fearless, and unapologetically big dream. The kind of dream that scares you, excites you, and pushes you out of your comfort zone. Dreaming big is the first step toward greatness. When you allow yourself to imagine a life beyond your current reality, you open doors that most people never even see. But dreaming alone is not enough. A dream without action is just a wish. You must be willing to put in the work, even when it's hard, even when it's uncomfortable, and especially when no one is watching. There was once a young girl who grew up in poverty, faced countless challenges, and experienced rejection again and again. But she had a vision, a dream of becoming more than her circumstances. She didn't let her past define her future. Instead, she worked relentlessly, believed in herself, and stayed committed to her journey. Today, she is one of the most influential voices in the world. Her story reminds us that no matter where you start, what truly matters is how determined you are to move forward. Working hard means showing up every single day, even when you don't feel like it. It means sacrificing comfort for growth, distractions for discipline, and excuses for results. Success is not built overnight. It is built daily through small actions repeated over time. And that brings us to the most important part, consistency. Many people start strong, but very few stay consistent. Consistency is what separates winners from dreamers. It's easy to be motivated for a day or a week, but can you stay committed for months, for years? Can you keep going when results are slow, when progress feels invisible, and when doubt creeps in? Consistency is not about being perfect. It's about not giving up. It's about showing up again and again, even after failure, because failure is not the end. It's part of the process. Every mistake teaches you something. Every setback prepares you for a comeback. If you truly want to succeed, you must align your actions with your dreams. Dream big enough to inspire yourself. Work hard enough to prove it matters. Stay consistent enough to make it real. Remember this, your future is created by what you do today, not tomorrow. So start now. Take that first step. Keep moving forward and never stop believing that you are capable of achieving something extraordinary. Dreaming big is not just about wishing for a better life. It is about creating a clear vision of who you want to become and what you want to achieve. It is the starting point of every success story. Every great achievement begins with a dream that once seemed impossible. And the people who succeed are the ones who dare to think beyond limits, beyond fear, and beyond their current reality. Most people live small lives, not because they lack ability, but because they lack vision. They are trapped in their comfort zones, thinking that what they see today is all they can ever have. But dreaming big breaks that barrier. It forces you to imagine a life that is greater, stronger, and more meaningful. It gives your life direction, purpose, and energy, because when you have a big dream, you no longer move aimlessly, you move with intention. Dreaming big also means believing in yourself when no one else does. It means holding on to your vision even when people doubt you, laugh at you, or try to bring you down, because the truth is, not everyone will understand your dream, not everyone will support you, but that should not stop you. Your belief must be stronger than their doubt. Your vision must be clearer than their criticism. There will be moments when you feel like giving up, when your dream feels too far away, too difficult, or even impossible. But those are the moments that test your mindset. Those are the moments where you must remind yourself why you started, because a big dream is not achieved in one day. It takes time, patience, and inner strength, and only those who stay committed to their vision can turn it into reality. Another important part of dreaming big is removing fear. Fear is the biggest enemy of growth. It tells you that you are not ready, that you are not good enough, that you will fail. But fear is nothing more than a barrier created by your own mind. And once you learn to control it, you unlock your true potential. You start taking risks, trying new things, and stepping outside your comfort zone. And that is where real growth begins. Dreaming big also expands your mindset. It changes the way you think, act, and make decisions. When your dream is small, your effort is small, but when your dream is big, your actions become powerful. You start focusing on growth, learning, and an improvement. You become more disciplined, more focused, and more determined because now you have something worth fighting for. It is also important to understand that dreaming big does not mean ignoring reality. It means creating a vision that inspires you to rise above your current situation. No matter where you are today, your future is not fixed. It is shaped by your thoughts, your actions, and your determination, and your dream acts as a guide, showing you the path you need to follow. In the end, dreaming big is not a luxury, it is a necessity. It is what separates ordinary lives from extraordinary ones. It is what pushes you to become more than you are today. So never limit your dreams, never settle for less than what you truly desire, because your dream is the blueprint of your future. And if you have the courage to dream big, you already have the first step towards success. Work hard is the bridge between dreaming and achieving. It is the stage where ideas are tested, where visions are shaped into reality, and where true character is built, because no dream becomes real without effort, discipline, and sacrifice. Hard work is not just physical effort. It is mental strength, emotional endurance, and daily commitment to improvement. Many people dream big, but very few are willing to work for those dreams. They want success, but they avoid struggle. They want results, but they fear effort. However, the truth is simple. Success is never given. It is earned through consistent hard work, and every successful person has paid the price in form of sleepless nights, repeated failures, and continuous learning. Hard work means showing up even when motivation is gone. It means doing what needs to be done even when you don't feel like it. It means pushing yourself beyond comfort, beyond laziness, and beyond excuses, because comfort never creates success, only effort does. And every time you choose discipline over distraction, you are moving one step closer to your goals. There will be days when nothing seems to work, when results are slow, when effort feels wasted, but those are the most important days, because those are the days that test your commitment. Anyone can work when things are easy, but real strength is shown when things become difficult, when progress is invisible, and when patience is required. And if you continue working in those moments, you are already ahead of most people. Hard work also requires sacrifice. You may have to sacrifice sleep, entertainment, or comfort in order to grow. You may have to say no to distractions and yes to responsibility. But every sacrifice adds value to your future, because what you give up today becomes the foundation of your success tomorrow. And nothing meaningful is ever achieved without giving something up in return. Another important part of hard work is focus, because working hard without direction leads to wasted energy. But when hard work is combined with clear goals, it becomes powerful. You must know what you are working for, why you are working, and where your effort is going, because focus turns effort into achievement, and confusion only leads to delay. Hard work also builds confidence, because every time you complete a difficult task, you prove to yourself that you are capable. Every challenge you overcome makes you stronger, and every effort you put in adds to your experience. Slowly but surely, you start believing in your abilities, and that belief becomes the fuel for even greater success. It is also important to understand that hard work is not about perfection, it is about progress. You do not need to do everything perfectly. You just need to keep improving, keep learning, and keep moving forward, because small improvements every day lead to big results over time, and consistency and effort always beats occasional bursts of energy. In the end, hard work is the true price of success. There is no shortcut, no easy path, and no substitute for effort. So if you want to achieve something great, you must be willing to work for it to struggle for it, and to stay committed even when it gets difficult, because the life you want is waiting on the other side of your effort, and hard work is the only way to reach it. Consistency is the hidden force behind every success story. It is not always visible, not always exciting, and not always praised, but it is the one quality that separates those who achieve their dreams from those who give up halfway, because talent may open the door. Hard work may bring progress, but consistency is what keeps you moving until you reach the destination. Many people start strong. They feel motivated, excited, and full of energy, but as time passes, that energy fades and they stop, they lose focus, they switch paths, or they give up completely. This is where most dreams die, not because people are not capable, but because they are not consistent. They fail to continue when results are slow or when challenges become difficult. Consistency means doing what you need to do every single day, even when you don't feel like it. It means showing up again and again, even when progress is not visible, because success is not built in one moment. It is built in thousands of small actions repeated over time, and each action may seem small alone, but together they create powerful results. Think of consistency like water dripping on a stone. One drop does nothing, but continuous drops over time can break even the hardest surface. This is the power of repetition, the power of daily effort, and the power of not stopping, even when results take time, because greatness is not achieved instantly. It is built slowly, step by step. One of the biggest enemies of consistency is motivation, because motivation comes and goes. It is temporary. It depends on mood, energy, and external situations. But consistency is different. It is a decision, a habit, and a discipline. It does not rely on feelings. It relies on commitment. And those who understand this truth are the ones who move forward in life. To stay consistent, you must build discipline. Discipline is what keeps you going when motivation disappears. It is what makes you wake up early, keep working, and keep improving even when no one is watching, because real success is built in silence, in daily effort, and in unnoticed progress. Another important part of consistency is patience, because results do not come immediately. Sometimes you will work for weeks, months, or even years without seeing big changes, but that does not mean your effort is wasted. It means your foundation is being built. And strong foundations always take time, but they last longer and support greater success. Consistency also builds trust in yourself. Every time you complete a task, every time you stick to your routine, every time you refuse to quit, you are sending a message to your mind that you are reliable, that you are capable, and that you can depend on yourself. And this self-trust becomes one of your strongest assets in life. It is also important to stay consistent in both good and bad times, because many people only work when things are going well, but true consistency is tested when things go wrong, when you are tired, when you are discouraged, or when results are slow. And if you continue even in those moments, you are building unbreakable strength. In the end, consistency is what transforms ordinary effort into extraordinary results. It turns small actions into big achievements, and it turns dreams into reality. So if you truly want success, do not just start, do not just try, but stay consistent, because the one who keeps going no matter what is the one who ultimately wins. Never giving up is the final and most powerful key to success, because no matter how big your dream is, how hard you work, or how consistent you try to be, there will always be obstacles, failures, and moments of doubt. And in those moments, what truly defines your future is not talent or luck, but your ability to keep going when everything feels difficult. Life is not a straight path. It is full of ups and downs, unexpected turns, and painful setbacks. Sometimes you will give your best and still fail. Sometimes you will work hard and still not see results. And sometimes you will feel like nothing is working in your favor. But this is where most people quit, and this is exactly where winners are made. Failure is not the opposite of success. It is part of success. Every failure teaches you something. It shows you what does not work. It builds your experience, and it makes you stronger than before, but only if you are willing to learn from it instead of giving up, because failure only becomes final when you stop trying. Never giving up means having the courage to start again after every fall. It means picking yourself up when life pushes you down. It means continuing your journey even when progress feels slow, because success is not about how fast you reach your goal. It is about how long you stay in the race. There will be moments when doubt will enter your mind, when people will question your abilities, when results will not match your effort, and when you will feel like quitting. But those are the moments that test your strength, and your response in those moments decides your future, because every successful person has faced the same doubts, the same struggles, and the same failures. Persistence is the ability to keep going even when things are not easy. It is the inner voice that says, try 5 more, even when everything outside tells you to stop. It is the quiet strength that pushes you forward when motivation disappears, and it is the reason why ordinary people achieve extraordinary results. Many people quit just before success. They are often one step away from breakthrough, one effort away from success, but they stop too early because they cannot see the results yet. But success is not always visible in the beginning. Sometimes it is building slowly in the background, and only those who continue long enough get to see it. Never giving up also requires mental strength, because the mind is the first place where defeat begins. If you believe you cannot do it, you will stop trying. But if you train your mind to stay strong, to stay focused, and to stay positive, you can overcome even the hardest challenges, because your mindset controls your direction. It is also important to surround yourself with belief, not negativity, because the environment you stay in affects your energy. If you listen to people who discourage you, you will lose confidence. But if you focus on your goal and your vision, you will find the strength to continue, even when the path is unclear. Every great success story in the world has one thing in common: persistence, not giving up, continuing despite failure, rejection, and difficulty, because success does not belong to the fastest or the strongest. It belongs to those who refuse to quit. In the end, never giving up is not just a choice. It is a mindset, a lifestyle, and a commitment to your future. So no matter how hard the journey becomes, no matter how many times you fall, always remember that your breakthrough might be just one more attempt away, and the ones who keep going are the ones who finally win. Success is never the result of one action, one day, or one moment. It is the outcome of a powerful journey built on dreaming big, working hard, staying consistent, and never giving up. When these 4 principles come together, they create a mindset that can transform any life, regardless of background, situation, or challenges. Your dream gives you direction. It shows you what is possible beyond your current reality. Your hard work turns that dream into action. It builds the foundation of progress. Your consistency ensures that you keep moving forward even when motivation fades, and your persistence keeps you alive in the game when obstacles try to stop you. Life will always test you. There will be delays, failures, and moments of doubt, but those moments are not there to stop you. They are there to shape you, because every challenge carries a lesson, and every setback carries a hidden opportunity, and only those who understand this truth are able to rise above circumstances. You do not need perfect conditions to succeed. You need a strong mindset, a clear vision, and the courage to keep going, even when things are not easy, because success is not about luck. It is about effort repeated over time, and the people who stay committed always find their way forward. So no matter where you are right now, do not underestimate your journey, do not doubt your potential, and do not stop believing in what you can become, because your current situation is not your final destination. It is just a starting point. keep dreaming big, keep working hard, stay consistent, and never give up, because one day all your efforts will come together and you will realize that every struggle was preparing you for something greater than you imagined.